Hello Gemini, welcome back to Taurus Does Tarot. How's it going? Doing some March readings. That's how we're starting off? Okay, Gemini. Alright, I hear it. Let's see what's going on for the month of March. Month of March for Gemini. Ooh, got jumpy cards. I'm just going to go with it. Interesting to start with 3 face down. Got a lot for you underneath, I bet. Okay, let's, ooh, 9 of discs again. Had quite a little rush there, now nothing. What's going on, Gemini? Okay. Oh boy. Whoa. Whoa. Need some future cards and some meditation cards. Future cards and meditation cards for Gemini in the month of January. Okay, looking good. Meditation cards and future cards for Gemini in the month of March. Okay. Come along. You're getting there. Not too many face down, but it is a chunk right there. Okay. Meditation. Prince of Wands. I'll get them later. It's actually in reverse. So we'll talk about that. Okay, just looking to get some future cards. About to be done with it. If these are not going to do anything more. About to be done shuffling here. I only got 2 future cards, but you know what? That might just be how it is. Don't need those. Okay. I'm going to call it after one more shuffle. What is it? Bottom of the deck. The Empress. Okay. Alright, gems. We have the Priestess, the Chariot, and the 8 of Discs, which is Prudence. Okay. So, at the core of this reading, you're doing great. That's what I'm going to get out of this. You're doing great. You already know what you need to be doing. You are smooth sailing and doing it, and you're staying true to yourself all the while. Like, these are great cards. This is a really strong, good start. Actually, none of these cards are super dark. There's a little bit, but pretty good cards out here. We'll get to these bottom 3 in a minute, but first we got the 4 of Swords, which is Truce, next to the 6 of Cups, which is Pleasure, with the 7 of Cups, which is Debauch, and 4 of Cups, which is Luxury. I'm going to break this one down real quick. So, the thing is, you're killing it, right? Absolutely crushing shit. You are coming to terms with something, possibly something emotional, because I know there was a theme of like dealing with your emotions, Gemini, in some of the other readings that we did. But this is like, okay, so you're coming to terms with the fact that what you have, maybe it's with someone or even if it's just yourself, you take pleasure in something, but you also feel cheated by something or someone perhaps. But it's followed by it's a lot of cups, but it's followed by the four of cups, which is luxury. So it's almost like you feel like something happened and you were crossed, but at the same time you are still enjoying yourself. So you're being stronger than whatever it is that happened. That's what I'm getting from there. Then we have the Queen of Swords, so maybe you fought back. And we also have the Sun. So everything is working out. Like, that's the weird thing, is like there's these darker cards, like the Seven of Cups, but at the same time, nothing's really affecting you, Gemini. You are just standing in your power. You're Queen of Swords, that's air, you know what I mean? You're just standing up and saying, hey, swinging that sword around. I'm done. I'm not putting up with this. I'm doing what I want, and I'm going to make sure my life works out. Okay, Gemini, yeah, do it. Do it. So, adjustment, the Hanged Man, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, so the Seven of Cups wasn't looking too good. The Eight of Swords might not be looking too good either. It's almost like, okay, you have to get used to the fact that maybe whatever it is that you've been super dedicated to is not what you should be so dedicated to, and that interference is coming in to cut that Hanged Man free. The Hanged Man wants to be there hanging by the foot. However, something is going to come in and cut that rope for you, Gemini. So you better get used to it. Somebody's going to come and take some charge towards you, I would think. Something could possibly be something. But either way, you're handling yourself. You're doing great. What's underneath here? We have the Princess of Wands, the Six of Swords, which is science, and the Two of Discs, which is change. Okay, so since this is at the beginning of the reading, what I'm getting from that is that you changed in this way without even knowing or trying. You have gotten to this point of like taking charge and being the sword swinging queen that you are. But at the same time, this is something that was already happening and already in motion without you consciously putting effort into it. Amazing. Amazing. That's freaking wonderful. You know, like you are cultivating this change and this power and this future for yourself without even trying, but it's working for you. That's great. It's really great. Future cards: Five of Cups, disappointment. Six of Wands, victory. Reverse Queen of Discs. Reverse Nine of Wands, and Two of Wands, dominion. Okay, so I feel like this is a little bit about work. I know the demon cards are for work, but I don't know if there's much going on for you otherwise, Gemini. I feel like you have the disappointment, victory, strength in reverse, and dominion. Bless me. Thank me. Okay. Anyways, let me make sure I didn't get lipstick on that. Five of Cups. So going back to the cups, you had a lot of cups in the reading. Six of Wands, really good. So like maybe something didn't work out the way you wanted it to. That situation with the cups in the reading where you had like debauch right in between luxury and pleasure. So say that situation didn't work out. A little disappointed, not devastated. You know what I mean? You don't have 10 cups, but you still have 5 cups, and they're filled up. So you're fine. Victory, obviously you win, like however you want to see it. Whatever didn't work out was for your best benefit. However, the reason I said work is like this Queen of Discs here and the reversed Nine of Wands. And it's almost like the only way that you can... okay, so when it comes to strength, if you have to have strength, it means that something else is resisting you, right? You don't just be strength. strength comes with purpose. But in this reverse, it's the absence of, and so it's almost like a big sigh of relief. However, when it's next to the reverse Queen of Discs, I wonder if it's like no job, right? No work. That sounds way dumber than I meant it. But you feel, you know what I mean? Like if you don't have to put in all that effort, but you also won't reap the benefits. So maybe it's not a job, but work in general. So that's something to be wary about. And then I see the Dominion, which is relationship, crossing of two wands, passionate. It can be a little chaotic, but in this scenario, I would say if you are with someone, you probably will remain with them for at least a while, you know? I'm not seeing a breakup or anything. Okay? Let's check out these meditation cards. Seven of Discs, failure. Art, abundance, indolence, Eight of Cups, and the Magus. So, more cups, lots of cups in this reading. Abundance and indolence, you know, can come together too. So here's that Seven of Discs, which is like failure, going back to that reverse Queen of Discs. I feel like it might be something to do with money or how you make your money. But when you sort of have that loss, it's going to inspire you to get creative and do what you need to do to survive it. You do have abundance here and you have indolence, so whatever you work for, you're working for it on your own and you're doing it yourself. But that's how you stay in your true magic, you know? Oh wait, these are meditation cards. That felt like future cards. That was kind of cute though. Huh, it's good. So what's the meditation? Even at my worst, I always figure out a way. I like it. Even at my worst, I always figure out a way. It's going to be your meditation. Alright, let's see what's going on in the work life of Gemini. Let's see what... Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not doing all that, but we'll take him. Barely shuffled, but sometimes they just know what they're talking about. Rahovart. 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 Let's see what Rahovart has to say. This is the work life of Gemini. As an entry, the above is not much to be getting on with. Such a tiny mention seems like little more than a dead end, or perhaps even a character of brief fiction. However, the Ravorhart's basket is said only to contain one type of soul is worth exploring. Surely there are souls far more worthy of hell than the curmudgeons, the ill-tempered, murderers, liars, all manner of evil individuals seem worse than a surly person. But the fact is that we too often avoid and shun those who are grumpy, especially the elderly. Those angry individuals are often very lonely and harsh because they have years of practicing at being alone and angry. Well, focus on seeing past the harsh armor of age and experience. Many sharp or grumpy individuals are simply harsh because life has taught them to expect the worst of others, and so they show the worst of themselves first. Very interesting. Be nice to the old people that you work with. You might be feeling like hot shit because you can do your job, but they did that job for like 20 years. If they tell you to do it a certain way, just do it. They may not do much now, but they had to work really hard to get there. So I think that's something to remember. I'm gonna pull you a number card or two or three or how many. Oh, we're gonna go with it. We got 7 of Turtles. Okay, so look to your water signs for help and guidance this month, and look out for the number 7, time, date, whatever. You can also look into the numerology or angel numbers, but 7 is yours. So anyways, Gemini, I think overall that was a pretty good reading. I wish you the best of luck, and I will see you next time.